everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the...
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Prescott on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Now Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
second down. Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. They saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense, a crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this, such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason, does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react, and that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover from it.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
21.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 58 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sack.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Prescott on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll throw again. Prescott. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. throwing the fumble recovery. It's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second down now after the incompletion. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
On second down, Prescott again. Out left side here to Bryant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
To the air again, Prescott steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustment.
Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, 75 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyson Jackson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Flex round!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Ryan. This will be caught at the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them. and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. What? 90. What? Ohio.
To the air again, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 53 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it. But
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let it go again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 67 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 96 yards, and the Falcons add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Ryan finding time. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Time for a break. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Ryan wants to throw it. He's got time. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Hey, Sal! Ready!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. To throw for him is Ryan. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy